Hello everyone, Daniel Kerr here. So, yeah, I guess I'm back. It's been a while. Let me turn my mic down just a tad. Okay, it's been a while since I was here before, and if you remember, we made 3 sets of lines, basically rendered audio clips, 2 synths, 1 bass. Here's what we got so far. That's what it sounds like. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to deal with some drums. So this is saved. What I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate how to make a nice glitchy unique drum set. So I'm going to do Control N, which will hook me up with a new Ableton file. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a few drum loops from my audio samples. Let's see, just you want to go into any of your sample packs. Let's see, I don't even know. It looks like, well, I don't know what is in there. Oh, okay, I have some old electro hip-hop breaks from the Sony Acid Collections from the 90s, actually. So let me just grab one of these. That's kind of interesting. We'll take that one. And that one's good. We'll take that one too. Okay, and let's play these. Let's look at the waves. And what I'm going to do is just to get into, just to make it sound nice and compressed, because I want to add a little punch. On my master channel, I have a limiter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to push these up to where they're not quite clipping. They are clipping at the peaks for sure, but just give them a little boost. So here's what it sounds like. Okay, now that is clipping. Let me turn my record down a little. Adjusting it. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to take this guy here and I'm going to right click. I'm going to crop sample. I'm going to slice to new MIDI track. Now, there's lots of things. You know what? I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these guys and I'm going to cut them. And I'm on track number 4. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to paste them, and I'm going to just cut some of the pieces out. So we'll cut that guy, and we'll cut this dude out. We'll cut that one out. And we'll grab this piece here. And this kick drum is kind of sweet. We'll get that one. Another snare there. That's good. And then we'll grab this guy here. That's decent kick there. That's a nice hi-hat there. Snare. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take those guys, and then on the MIDI channel just above it, I will take a sampler, and I'll throw that on there. And actually, you know what? I don't want a sampler. I'm going to switch this out for a drum rack. Okay, and I'll take this guy here, and I'll put it there. Let me find that. There it is. And hi-hat, snare, kick drum, another snare, and got a kick drum here, some hi-hats here, another snare here, and this weird hi-hat there. Whoops. Okay, now Okay. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get these close to 0. I'll do -2. And then I will copy value to siblings. Make them louder. And I'll get rid of all this crap. And we'll flip over. We'll look at our drum rack. Okay. Now what we want to do here is we want to make some beats. Okay. Okay, and we'll go back to 66 on the BPMs and make a few beats. Okay, in this drum rack, I'm going to group it, and I'm going to take that drum rack and I'm going to double it. And the new one, I'm going to, in this very same place, I'm going to go and grab some audio effects that I've made. Oh, let's see, what did I call any of these things? I've got so many of them. Oh, sci-fi samples. Okay, I think I've got 300 sci-fi samples that I made here. Okay, well, I'm going to grab, let's say, these ones, and I'm going to drag them down into the same slots. Okay, now listen. I guess I gotta get rid of all these first. So I have to select them and delete. Yep, and then I can grab my new ones and put them back. Now listen. Now, I'm gonna bring the release down to here about just a few milliseconds, maybe. Let me see if I put it at 1 second, about 1.4 seconds, copy value to siblings. Okay, so now I'm going to freeze these tracks. Then I'm going to flatten them. And I'm going to put them both onto the, I'm going to drag them into my user library. Might as well. And I'll put them into somewhere. Copy. Yes. Instrument rack, we'll call them Newb drums. Okay. And there they are. So now I'm going to open up the vid test track that I was working on. I'm not going to save this. I'm going to delete all the crap that I had in there. Then I'm going to take these Newb drums. And I'm going to put them here and here. Okay, now I'm going to put a, let's see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these a few times. Whoops. Both of them. Control D does that, by the way. And I'm going to go to my bass line here, and I'm going to go to my audio effects, and in my glue compressor, I have a sidechain that's hooked up to where I've called it kick sidechain. And what that does, I'm going to put one here, is it, if I take audio from the instrument rack that I have on here, it uses a filter to where it only ducks on the kick drum. So now let's get rid of these. Now listen. take this guy and I'm going to double it up and put it on the synth. I'm going to put it on the synth. And I'm going to bring the drums back in. And this will basically duck the synths and bass out every time there's a kick drum. Now listen. Turn these down just a tad. All right, so now there's a lot of room. It really opens up for the drums. I'm going to save this. All right, and to move it further, I'm going to go into my audio effects, or I'm going to go into my instruments, and in my drum racks, I have some massive, massive ones that I have made. Snow Power. These are drum racks that are that have already been processed, have already been mixed with other things and whatnot. Let's see where we're at here. Oh, they're loading, okay. So I'm going to stop these guys. I'm going to turn on the metronome and make a few drum loops. Okay, I'm going to group these guys together, and I'm going to color that blue, and I'm going to call it, well, I guess that's like seafoam green blue, and I'm going to name it with Control R, drums, and these guys here, I'm going to sidechain to drums now, okay? That way it does all of them. Okay, now listen. Turn down. Double these guys up as well. You know what else is, I'll take these guys and Control Tab, Shift Tab rather, and I'll bring these guys down a few notches, and I'll bring these guys up a few notches in transposition, that way they don't sound exactly the same. And over here, all of these guys, I'm going to change these colors. And I'm going to grab this guy here. Grab all the notes, and I'm going to use Shift up and down to bring them up and down, to move them up and down octaves. Grab all these notes, go up. So that sounds pretty good. All right, I'll move on to the next section, and I'll see you guys soon.